Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a quick little tutorial on this eye look that I have right here. I was talking to my mom this morning and she said she wanted me to use my... I'll show you. My mom said she wanted me to use my Violet Voss Pro palette and she wanted me to do a wing. So that is what I did, just for you, Mom. Normally with looks like this, I'd be wearing a dark lipstick, but I'm gonna go eat a sushi burrito right now, so I can't afford to be worrying about my lipstick getting all over the place because I'm hangry right now. And yeah, so priorities, people. But yeah, so if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so getting right into it, we're going to go right into the palette. I've already primed. I'm taking this shade Mad Love on my Morphe M504, and I'm going to buff that into the area right above my natural crease. This is going to be acting as our transition shade today. I've been loving this shade for a transition look. In every single look that I do, I find myself grabbing this palette just for that shade almost. It's so buttery, so smooth, beautiful. Now going into the next shade, which is this orangish brown. It's called Heavenly. And on a small blending brush, I'm going to buff that into the natural crease line. This shade now looks like these, at least for me, I find they look a mess for the longest time until almost the very end do they actually look put together. So bear with me, people. We're just buffing that in, looking crazy. The key to looks like these is just patience and a lot of blending. So don't get frustrated. It'll work out in the end. So once that's blended in, as you can see here, I took my M504 back and I'm just, with no additional product, I'm just buffing everything together so it looks smooth. And then I was making it up, as you can see. I'm taking the color Passion and the color Sweet. And on a even smaller blending brush, I'm going to be putting that in the outer corner. Blending it inwards, but not too far. A majority of this color will remain on the outer corners. So then I go back into the other blending brush that I used for that color Heavenly. And I'm just buffing those shades together so they blend nice and seamlessly. So this took a long time. I'm speeding it up for video purposes, but this takes forever. As you can see, I went back in with the M504 again. No additional product, just blending all of the shades together. Taking the black in the palette, this is called the Mi Amor, on a very tiny Real Techniques detailer brush. I'm going to start putting that on the outer corner a little bit at first, and then I just build it up. And it looks a hot mess. Don't worry, it's always going to look a hot mess. But then we go back in with the blending brushes used previously and we blend it out till again it all works together nice and seamlessly. I cannot say this enough. A lot of blending goes on with looks like these, people. So as you can see, M504 is getting burnt out today. I'm going with crazy. So now using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden, I just pop a little bit on the inner corner of the eyelid. And then to set it, I'm using the whitest shade in the palette, which is called Sweetheart, which is a bone color, and I'm just setting that primer with it. Now going back into the blending brush I used with the color Heavenly, I'm blending the shadows together so that bone shade will blend in with the darker outer corners. This ended up looking like a really cool tone look, which I was not planning, but oh well, it works. So as you can see, I'm cleaning up the ends with the makeup wipe, and then I'm going in it with my NYX Matte Liquid Liner to create a wing. The wing got away from me today. I was not planning on making this crazy dramatic wing, but hey, it worked. I felt fierce all day. Look at that. I love this liner. I cannot say enough good things about the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It is perfection. $6.99, people. And then to coat lashes for falsies, I'm using my Colossal Big Shot in the darkest black that it comes in. Blackest black, very black, you know the drill. And then I'm going to curl those lashes with my Tarte. This was the holiday one, came out last year. And then the lashes I'm wearing today are Cocoa Lashes, the Queen Bees. I'm mixing my two favorite foundations, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear and my Fiona Styles Matte Finish Foundation. And on my Beauty Blender, as you can see, I'm just blending that all over the face. This is my favorite when I want that thing, my foundation, to last all day, all night. Now for concealer, I'm using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard, and I'm just going to town with that today. I rarely ever use it because it's so expensive and I want to save it for special
occasion, so I still have a lot of product left. Don't worry, people. Otherwise, normally I just dot this on so a little can get me through, but today, I was tired. Alright, so after that, I will blend away my concealer. As you can see, I put it on my forehead, down my nose, the sides of my nose, and also on my chin and sides of my mouth. Blending away. I haven't been using my backgrounds lately. I need to stop being lazy. So once I blend that all away, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention today. It was because I was watching serial killer documentaries while I was doing my makeup, but I took my banana powder, my luxury powder, as you can see, and my Makeup Revolution, and I set my under eyes, and I set like my powder beard, even though I hadn't put any bronzer on. I don't know what I was doing. It worked out in the end though. So then I'm setting the rest of my face with that e.l.f. pressed powder, which, as I've said many times before, is the most amazing thing ever in the whole entire world. And then I think I realized that I put my powder beard too early, and I just buffed it away. Now, while my under eyes were cooking, I just set my brows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I love the way that makes my brows look. It like touches every single hair. It's perfection. And then taking my e.l.f. blush brush, I'm just buffing away all the leftover banana powder that's still hanging on there. I make the cutest faces when I do that. Ooh. Okay, so now going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer, I'm just going to carve out those cheekbones. And because I don't put a background up, like I feel like the color of my walls makes everything look so orange. It's really not that orange in person. And then I take a small angled brush to slim my nose a little bit. And then taking my MAC Give Me Sun, I'm just warming up the face. My favorite bronzer in the whole entire world. Although my ColourPop bronzer, that Alexis Ren Duo, close second. And then I'm cleaning up the nose contour a little bit just to make it a little bit neater. And then I'll finish the under eyes. I mixed two shades together. This is the shade Tender and Heavenly. And then I just buff it out. And then I realized that looked too warm compared to the top half of the eye. So I took Mi Amor again, which is the black shade, on a skinny brush. And I just buffed that in and then buffed it out with a clean brush. That worked, yes. And then getting rid of that nose powder, because if you let it sit too long, it can look a little bit funny, at least for my skin type. I don't know. And then for blush, I took the Juvia's Place, the Saharan Blush Volume 2, and I took the shade, I think it's called Yara. Honestly, it looks more like a bronzer, and I think this palette actually works better for me as an eyeshadow palette. The colors are beautiful, same great quality as their other palettes. I actually end up taking that shimmery shade in the palette, and I use it on my inner corner. It's so versatile. For the highlight on the face, I'm taking the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collab, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, cheekbones? Yes, I don't know. And then I also layered that over the other color from the Saharan palette just to make it a little bit brighter. And then I'm drowning my face with my Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. I think I really did spray too much today. And then putting the Colossal Big Shot on my lower lashes. And there's the final look. As I told you guys earlier, I didn't put any lipstick on because I was going to go eat and I was hangry, so it was just lip gloss today. It was just a little Pixie sample. Normally I would pair a dark lip with looks like this though.
Look who's here. She's so beautiful. Anyway, guys, that was the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this fierce wing for you guys. Now I really do need to go eat. I'm so hungry. Like, I could kill somebody right now. I'm not going to, but I could because I'm just so hungry. But yeah, so I will catch you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!
Hold up.